Let's do a quick unboxing and I'll get into more detail about this cool little unit from TC-Helicon. Hey guys, Adam Ivy. A couple months ago, the good people over at TC-Helicon contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in checking out the brand new Perform V live audio effects processing unit. I'm a huge nerd when it comes to audio gear, as you guys probably already know, so of course I said yes, and in a couple weeks it was at my front door. Now, a lot of you guys might not know this, but for a couple of years I used the TC-Helicon Impact Twin as my FireWire audio interface of choice. It was my primary audio interface actually before I upgraded to my Apollo Duo. So I'm a big fan of what TC-Helicon brings to the table as far as quality because I have experience with them. So like I said, a little time passed and wouldn't you know it, this bad boy shows up at my doorstep. Now, I took a couple weeks to try to figure out the angle in which I wanted to do this review because I'm not a performing artist, I'm a music producer. So I don't do live shows and this and that, but then I realized you don't need to be a performing artist in order to utilize this thing. So let's do a quick unboxing and I'll get into more detail about this cool little unit from TC-Helicon. So as you can see, the packaging is clean and to the point. Here's the front of the box and here's the back of the box. Let's flip it over and open it up. Boom. First thing you see is the Perform V wrapped in plastic. Behind it is a little white box that contains the power adapter. Underneath the Perform V is a USB cable and the instruction manual. Let's get this thing out of the plastic so I can tell you more about it. The Perform V has a ton of built-in effects such as reverb, echo or delay, auto-tune, and even a tone option, which acts like an EQ that adapts to your voice for maximum clarity. It also has an iPhone and Android app, which unlocks even more capabilities. They really summed it up well with the statement that they printed on the back of the box. The professional vocal sound every singer deserves, Perform V takes your love of singing to the next level, treating it with true studio gloss while leaving all the important creative control to you. Now obviously this thing is aimed at singers and performing artists that do live shows, but I could see this thing being a great addition for podcasters and DJs who want to add some really cool vocals when they're doing live sets. So what I'll do now is I'll hook this thing up between my microphone and my interface and record into Logic what this thing is actually putting out so you can hear for yourself what this is capable of. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so as you can see, I have my Canon 7DD face down at the Perform V. I have the aperture cranked way down so you could read the buttons and see the different colors. I'm looking at you on my GH4. I'm recording into Logic right now through my Shure SM7B, goes into a Universal Audio LA610 Mark II, into the Apollo, into the computer, with the Perform V in the chain between my my microphone and my preamp compressor, if you followed that. So anyway, let's get to it. All right, guys, so to set up a microphone, which I've already done, but I'll show you again, all you do is you hold the set button, which is right here. You hold that for 2 seconds while you're singing or talking into the microphone. As you can see me do here, turns red, boom, good to go. So some of the settings here, such as reverb, if I push reverb, you can hear the reverb. How you adjust the amount of reverb is you hold the button and you dial. If you can see the light, as I go down, the effect goes down. And this is the same principle on any one of these effects. So you could crank it way up and you could sound like some sort of sports announcer. I don't know why you would want this much reverb unless you wanted the small room to sound really, really big. Okay, so also, I'm going to turn this off. Okay, so if you have any of these effects on and you don't want them on, all you do, I'll show you real quick. Let's say I want the reverb, but then I want it off. You just hit talk. Instantly cuts it off. It is like snap quick. It is amazing. So if I wanted to get back into the vocals, boom. So this can come in handy for performance. Sorry if that was a little bit annoying. So echo is essentially delay. So let's get into it. Hit echo. And as you can hear, I have delay on my voice. Crank it up, crank it down, what have you. So how to adjust this is all you have to do is tap this to the tempo of your song. Just tap, 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 tap. And as you can hear it, it's synced up with the tempo of what I was just tapping. Again, hit talk when you're ready just to talk. Now these different settings here are like banks, right? So you could set it up to exactly how you want it and save it to the memory bank. Now, when it comes to pitch, I can't really demonstrate this to you without singing, and I'm not a singer, but if you hit pitch, it processes your voice and then keeps you in pitch when you kind of go all over the place. So let's turn that off. Now what you see here is the anti-feedback, which is exactly how it sounds. If you are performing live and you don't want your microphone to pick up what's coming through the speakers and give you all sorts of trouble, hit that and it'll actually process it out. So another great feature this thing has is tone. So the tone will pick up your voice, and I don't know if you could tell, but it just EQ'd my voice to make it as crystal clear as possible. This thing would be amazing for podcasters as well as singers, obviously. But as I'm using this live for you, I'm coming up with different ideas in my head as far as what I could actually use this thing for in podcasting or any type of voiceover work. This would be so much quicker than actually having to set up EQs. I mean, I have presets. I'm not going to lie. I have presets within my VSTs. But if you don't have a super powerful computer and you want effects that aren't going to run down your RAM or your hard drive space, this would be a great solution for you. So let's turn the tone off, and you could hear there's more bass. It's a little warmer. It's not as crisp, and I'll get back to the echo. I'll turn it off. Okay, so that concludes the live demo portion of this video. Let's get back to the review. So if you're a performing artist, especially a singer, I would highly recommend the TC-Helicon Perform V to you. To go out and buy the different rack mount effects units, things, would cost hundreds if not thousands of dollars, not to mention be a giant pain in the butt to tote around from show to show. Now, I know I didn't cover all the technical specs in this video, but I included all of them in the blog article that's posted at adamivy.com. I invite you to check that out for more information. Also, one more thing. If you are a music producer, beat maker, or composer, I have a special announcement for you. Hey guys, Adam Ivy. If you're a music producer or a beat maker, I have some super exciting news for you. All month long, I'm going to be giving away my signature drum kit, the Ivy League Drums Volume 1, absolutely free. This is a powerful drum kit including kicks, snares, hi-hats, sound effects, and so much more. All you have to do to get your own copy is go to adamivy.com/ivydrums or text message Ivy Drums, all caps, to 44222. This is my gift to you, absolutely free, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you. And as always, guys, I appreciate you watching my videos, and I would love to hear from you. So leave a comment in the comments below. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. I know you can't give 2 thumbs up, but 1 thumbs up is all I'm looking for. And I'd love to connect with you on Twitter, Periscope, Snapchat, Instagram, at Adam Ivy. And until next time, guys, you can find me at adamivy.com.